Hey everyone, and welcome to our channel. Today, we're heading to Italy to explore some funny little things that can trip up even the most experienced travelers. We're talking about the top 10 mistakes tourists make in Italy and how you can avoid them. Whether you're dreaming of Roman ruins, Florentine art, or Venetian canals, these tips will help you skip the tourist traps and enjoy Italy like a local. So grab your espresso, get comfy, and let's go. Italian coffee, more than a drink, it's a masterpiece, a sacred ritual, the heartbeat of a culture. One whiff of that rich aroma, one sip of that bold flavor, and you're not just tasting coffee, you're tasting Italy itself. But watch out, there are secret rules about enjoying your coffee in Italy. These unwritten rules can make or break your authentic Italian coffee experience. First, the cappuccino mystery. Italians love cappuccinos, but only in the morning. It's considered a breakfast drink, perfect to start the day. Ordering one after 11 a.m. is like putting ketchup on spaghetti, a sure sign you're not from around here. It's a cultural faux pas that locals will definitely notice. Next, the latte problem. In Italy, latte just means milk. So if you simply ask for a latte, you'll get a big glass of warm milk, not the coffee drink you might be expecting. So, if you order a latte, you'll get a big glass of warm milk. To get the coffee you want, ask for a cafe latte or just a cafe. If you want coffee, ask for a cafe latte or just a cafe. This way, you'll get the delicious coffee drink you're craving. Speaking of cafe, standing at the bar is cheaper than sitting at a table. Italians often prefer to stand, have a quick espresso, and chat before moving on with their day. Italians are all about being quick, so standing lets you have a fast espresso and a chat before moving on. It's a social ritual that's both efficient and enjoyable. Lastly, always check the prices before you sit, especially in touristy spots. Some cafes charge extra for table service, and you don't want a surprise on your bill for your cappuccino and pastry. A little awareness can save you from unexpected costs. Remember, a little coffee know-how goes a long way in Italy. Enjoy your coffee like a local and savor every moment of this delightful experience. Italy is a food lover's dream, with its rich culinary traditions and diverse regional specialties. But even the best eaters can fall into tourist traps if they're not careful. First, forget your American meal times. Italians usually eat lunch between 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. and dinner after 8 p.m. This means that many restaurants won't even be open if you show up too early. Showing up at 6 p.m. for dinner will get you a confused look and an empty restaurant. It's best to adjust your schedule to match the local dining habits. Next, know about the coperto, a charge added to your bill for bread and setting the table. This is a standard practice in Italy, so don't be surprised when you see it on your bill. It's normal in Italy, but the price changes, so it's okay to ask. Don't hesitate to inquire about the coperto charge when you sit down. Also, don't expect free tap water. Italians prefer bottled water, either naturale, still, or frizzante, bubbly. You will often be asked which one you prefer when you order water. Now, about those tourist traps. Watch out for restaurants with menus in many languages and pictures of the food. These places are usually geared towards tourists and may not offer the best quality. They're often pricey and not very good. You might end up paying more for a meal that doesn't live up to your expectations. Instead, look for trattorias and osterias, small, family-run places that locals like. These establishments often provide a more authentic dining experience. They might not have fancy menus, but the food is usually more authentic and cheaper. Plus, you'll get a taste of true Italian hospitality. Lastly, don't be afraid to try things besides pizza and pasta. Italy's cuisine is incredibly diverse, with each region offering its own unique dishes. Italy has lots of different regional foods, each with its own special flavors. From seafood on the coast to hearty meats in the mountains, there's something for everyone. So be adventurous, try something new, and enjoy your meal. Embrace the full spectrum of Italian cuisine and make your dining experience unforgettable. Italy's trains are fast, cheap, and a great way to see the country. Whether you're traveling through the rolling hills of Tuscany or the stunning coastline of the Amalfi, the train is your best friend. But there's one super important rule. Always stamp your train ticket before getting on. This is crucial and can save you from a lot of hassle. This might seem small, but trust me, it's not worth the risk. Missing this step can lead to some serious consequences. Italian train conductors are like detectives for unstamped tickets, and the fines are big. They take their job very seriously and won't hesitate to issue a penalty. So how do you stamp your ticket? It's actually quite simple and only takes a moment. Easy. Look for the green and white machines on the train platforms. They're usually located near the entrances or along the platforms. Put your ticket in, and the machine stamps it with the date and time. Simple, right? This timestamp is your proof of validation. Now, why is this even necessary? You might wonder why this extra step is needed. Well, in Italy, train tickets are good for a few months, and stamping them stops people from using the same ticket many times. It's a way to ensure fairness and proper usage. So remember, before you hop on that train to Rome, Florence, or Venice, stamp your ticket. It's a small step that makes a big difference. It takes a few seconds and can save you lots of trouble and money. Avoiding a fine means more money to spend on your Italian adventure. Nobody wants to start their Italian adventure with a fine, right? So make sure to validate your ticket and enjoy your journey stress-free. Italy has some of the world's most beautiful churches, full of amazing art and architecture. But before you go inside, think about what you're wearing. Italians are very respectful of their churches, so dressing modestly is important. Leave the tank tops, shorts, and miniskirts at the hotel. Men, wear long pants and a shirt that covers your shoulders. Women, a skirt or dress below the knee and a shawl or scarf to cover your shoulders is a good idea. Remember, you're visiting a church, not a beach. I know it can get hot in Italy, but a little discomfort is worth it to see these amazing churches. Plus, it's a great reason to buy a stylish scarf or shawl. So, pack the right clothes, dress respectfully, and get ready to be amazed by Italy's beautiful churches. Getting around Italy can be an adventure, but with a little know-how, you'll be zipping around like a local. Let's start with taxis. Before you get in, always check the price with the driver, especially at airports and train stations. Some drivers try to overcharge tourists, so it's best to agree on the price first. Now, if you want to drive yourself, watch out for the ZTL zones. These are limited traffic zones in many historic city centers, and driving through them without a permit means big fines. So unless your hotel is inside the ZTL, don't drive. Instead, use Italy's great public transportation. Trains are fantastic between cities, while buses and trams are great for getting around town. And don't forget about walking. Italy's cities are best explored on foot, so you can soak up the atmosphere, find hidden gems, and burn off all that pasta. Italy is full of historical treasures and amazing art, but that means long lines. But don't worry, I'll tell you a secret, how to skip the lines. First, use the internet. You don't have to wait in the hot sun for hours anymore. Most big attractions sell tickets online, so you can skip the line and walk right in. Trust me, your time is valuable. Spend it exploring ruins, looking at art, or enjoying gelato, not standing in line. Another tip is to visit popular places during off-peak hours. Early mornings or late afternoons are usually less crowded. And if you really want to avoid crowds, hire a local guide. They often have special access and can get you past the tourists. While credit cards are okay in Italy, especially in big stores, having some cash is important for a smooth trip. Italy loves cash, and many small businesses, like restaurants, cafes, and markets, prefer it. Don't think you can pay for everything with plastic. Imagine enjoying a nice lunch only to find out they don't take cards. Awkward, right? To avoid this, always have some euros. And a warning about travelers' checks. They're getting hard to use in Italy. Many places don't take them, or they charge big fees. so stick to cash and credit cards. Italy is best enjoyed slowly, not rushed. It's tempting to pack your schedule, but don't overplan. Leave room for surprises, like finding a local festival, a hidden cafe, or getting lost in the streets of a medieval town. These are the things that make great memories, and they often happen when you follow your curiosity, not a strict plan. So, embrace slow travel. Take your time to wander, enjoy a long lunch, and chat with locals. You'll discover a side of Italy most tourists miss. Cobblestone streets, charming bridges, crowded train stations. Getting around Italy is much easier with a light suitcase. Trust me, your back will be happy. Imagine dragging a heavy suitcase over cobblestones, up and down bridges, and through crowded stations. Not very relaxing, right? So, pack only what you need. Choose clothes you can mix and match and leave extra outfits at home. You can always buy anything you forget in Italy. Packing light not only makes traveling easier, but it also lets you be more spontaneous. You'll be quicker, more adaptable, and more open to adventures. Italy is generally safe, but like any tourist spot, there's some petty crime. Pickpocketing can happen, especially in crowded places like train stations, markets, and tourist spots. But don't let this stop you from enjoying Italy. Be careful, and you'll be fine. Be aware of your surroundings. Pickpockets target distracted tourists, so stay alert, especially in crowds. Keep your valuables close. Use a money belt or a crossbody bag, and don't carry lots of cash or flashy jewelry. Common sense goes a long way in preventing theft. So relax, enjoy your trip, and be aware. Thanks for joining me on this tour of Italy's tourist traps and how to avoid them. Traveling is about new experiences, learning from mistakes, and enjoying every moment. Now you have these tips, you're ready to explore Italy like a pro, skipping the pitfalls and experiencing the real Italy. So pack your bags, grab your phrase book, and get ready for an amazing Italian adventure. The most important tip is to relax, have fun, and embrace the unexpected. See you later, and until our next Italian adventure, have a great trip. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more travel tips. Goodbye.